Hi, everybody. Welcome to Vilma Live in LA. All right, so this episode, we've got a great artist. Yes, originally from Jamaica and is now based in Japan. So we've got Tikaros for you. Wow, super excited. Right here on Vilma Live in LA. Vilma Live in LA. All right, welcoming to Kairos right here on Vilma, live in LA. Yay! Hi, welcome. So happy to have you on the show.
Yes, how you doing? How you doing? Yes.
I'm good. Wow, so excited to have you here.
It's a blessing to be on interview sitting down. It's been like a while now since I didn't do an interview, mostly like it recorded in the studio, back and forth and stuff like that. So it's a pleasure, it's a blessing right now.
Okay, so Tikaros, take us on your musical journey, the viewers. Yeah, how young were you when you started, when you realized that, wow, music is really part of your soul?
You know, I was born and grew up in the country, like countryside of Jamaica. Like Montego Bay used to be my city, so I stay like in the west side. So um all my time was like listening to music, listening to radio and stuff like that. Used to be my best company. And coming from a broken family like that, music used to be my best friend. So we used to be like, you know, growing up, doing the tape recorder, the cassette tape, the stuff. Like we used to be like using it to clash another guy with a tape, just battery we have like in the street at night. So from that time, you know, I just see myself like, oh man, it feels good watching television, see artists and see dancers and everything like that. Then beating the pan, clapping, all those stuff. And it was like just a joy for me or a hobby in those times like growing up. But after the transition of like, I see big artists and everything like that, and I said, oh, I want to be like them, you know. Then it just, eventually just keep on. He used to be my best friend, as I said before, going on, and then everyone started to say like, man, you can't stay in the country and pursue a dream of music. You gotta go out in the city. So then it was take a time for me to go in the city because it didn't really easy to move and go into city for music especially, but it was like a community artist, you know what I mean? Yeah, so from there in the countryside it started, and I get encouragement from my friends and everyone because you never have an artist like who really stick in the music like that, who don't want to give up. What I mean? Me was one of them who really make a difference. Like, okay, this guy can leave from the country and get big or something like that. So even now, they're proud of me still. A lot of them they're proud of me coming from way back, beating the desk, clapping, using the buckle, making sound, just to and see me now.
Oh, okay, so, describe how you felt the first time you were ever on stage.
I could say my first time was it was kind of it was fun. I did get dressed from early, you know. I did like maybe overwhelmed of the time. I just like the event was going on like early, like maybe 7, 8 o'clock
Wow.
in midday. It was like a small little city, it was like a concert going on. And I didn't even get to perform fully. And even I did get ready from early. you know, and that was a great feeling for me, definitely that time, and some community events as well, like sound system event. But the first one was like, man, was kind of make me nervous, like kind of, was kind of shy. I never really have so many talks, just want to hold the mic and sing, Like compared to now, when I think about that, I just laugh at myself sometimes, like, wow, I didn't have any like talk to really say and the mic to, just like an introduction or like an intro or stuff like that. It was like just get the mic and just want to sing. Yeah. So in that time, it was like kind of nervous for me for the first time. And after that, gradually me start to doing more shows like nighttime and the sound system. The sound system get me more, prepare myself more like in that time, for my first show. So, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't looking easy for me my first show. It was like, man, like these are the things what artists going in through. Like they feel, and if they feel nervous like that to go on a show. That was my main thing. I really wanna get over and thinking if I really wanna break in to be an artist, like for real. But now I understand that part. I still do. I still like sometimes doing a show. I like wow, and I just keep my composure anyway. Because we are human.
Started in songwriting, writing your own music, your own material.
Um, when I was younger, like in my teen, I could remember like 18, 19, something like that. Yeah, before I even venture out in the city, I used to just get the books and just writing something. I never been like have a rhythm to say I'm gonna write this specific song to this rhythm or so. I just like, make a melody in my head and just like writing stuff. And when I look back and my writing of song back then, it was like sometimes I smile because when I look at it and say like, so many words I doing and stuff like that. I never used to get in any tracks to get the melody and to write to the specific song. But in that time was like 15, 16, 17 was my writing way. I was thinking to write. I could even write a song properly, but I was thinking like maybe if I could write a poem, maybe it could be turned into a song, you know. So in those my upbringing of my younger age, in that time I start writing songs, and it grew up in me gradually, and now I can write more powerful songs now, more better songs now. But that's where it all started from that age group. Yeah.
So now you've got your own songs. How was it when you first went into the studio, when you started recording, when you started tracking it?
Um, in Jamaica, um, I did have a lot of song well, writing now, but when I look at it now, I think the structure, like growing up more and I've experienced now, I structured my song more different than in those age. But my first time when I been to a studio, it was a dub plate, and and I didn't really write a song that time for doing it, the dub plate. I didn't use one of my original song. I did trying to um using a beat and kind of use the melody and flip it towards a dub plate. So you're doing a dub plate special just for a sound system only purpose. So that time, man, my first time into the studio is like some of my friends they take me there. They was like, okay, this guy's singing on the sound system every night and stuff like that. So they're gonna appear to bring me to the studio. I never know that. So I thought like they're gonna bring me to studio and we're gonna bring along my songs to sing. I never know like it just being a dub. So I just flip it I was like versatile so well. I just flip it, make a dub plate. Everybody in the village when I come to listen to the record, the dub plate. The dub plate was like they used to make it on the vinyl. Now they do digital now. Everybody come to listen that record so till the needle and the record make it so scratch because everybody in the community wanna hear me sing. That's my first voice gonna be and like plastic like that. So man, it was very it was very nice, nice feeling, It was like feeling like, oh, I'm there now. I'm now I'm there, you know what I mean? Yes, but pity I didn't know, like it was just a community, like type of stuff going on there. But that was my first recording and in a studio. But firstly, I was thinking I'm gonna record my song what I write. But I end up do a dub plate, but that was fun though.
Song that you wrote.
What me wrote, I didn't record it in Jamaica, um, in Japan. I record a song like mostly in Jamaica. What I'm mostly recording was like dub plates for overseas sounds all the time. Like we get a little somebody give you a connection or a contact and say, oh, there's someone that wanna do some dub plate and stuff like that. That was my recording thing going on. But my first recording when I get here in the 2000 that time, that was fun. And still it wasn't like it was a friend and he just like, okay, get together in his room, okay, put his microphone there, we're gonna record something. Then I made my first song. That song was My Angel, was a love song featuring one of my friends from Los Angeles as well. I think he still live here and he's rapper. He's good. So that was my first song, and after that, following up another song, and then the rest is history. Because I did write a lot of songs since I get here, but I didn't get to record anything. And imagine just that one breakthrough being like, for me to start writing more. Yeah, that was My Angel, the title of that one.
Okay, so from Montego Bay to Japan. Yeah, you made it to Japan. What inspired you, to go to Japan?
And it's a very deep and long story. It's like a movie. I used to be working in the industry. I used to work like in a hotel before, and after that, then I think, man, what I should do. I should be continue doing the music or what. Then I try to in the tourist area in the industry, like where they're singing, they're mostly cover song artists and stuff like that. But I just find myself like meet with a band and I be there all the time just to get even one song. Cause they did have their schedule out artists all the time, like cover song they do. I wasn't on the slot, but because of knowing somebody and they just give me a little try and they see my talent and skill, so I just say okay and singing, they get in their pay until after I be on it more, they start to give me a little tip sometime. But the greatest thing, most of the people from a different country, they did really tired of hearing the cover songs. So they did really want to hear like really Jamaican hardcore stuff like what they hear on you know what I mean? So a lot of people request me. So that made me feel good. I keep coming back. I keep coming back. And it kind of gives me a start right there for like, singing in a band and know that is a career stuff and come in the city, it's like mostly 9 to 5 people do put their career aside. But the good Lord really made me keep my career in front along with whatever I do. Yeah. And that was it, man. And it's never stopped there because the instrument to be here it was it was like the goodness what you do. The goodness what you do in life, it kind of follow you. And I would say God make it happen for me from Montego Bay, from Hanover, the west side of Jamaica, Montego Bay, and now in Japan. I would say God because if I tell you maybe this show maybe we'd have a part two. If I to tell you the whole story, I maybe we need a following of part two, because it wasn't easy. And of course, um I used to deal with a lot of Japanese people before when I was working in the hotel and stuff, and they would be my fans as well. They were giving me like say, yeah, you can do it. And if you come to Japan, man, you will do it because we love reggae over there. Like So that gives me a lot of courage, you know. And they end up here, the rest is history, man. They end up here because of like loving the country as well, loving the people, and they return back the love. So that's what brought me here. You know what I mean? Yes.
Who is your biggest influence in music? And also, kind of share, describe your type of music.
It's so much, I would say. It's like a melting pot. Because if I would say Jamaica alone, no, I wouldn't say that. I would say Bob Marley first. Um, More of the Jamaican pioneers, Jimmy Cliff and stuff, the great influence. Back in the state now, I used to listen a lot of those music like Tupac and Snoop Dogg. Many of those R&B, the oldest folks and stuff like that, they great influence as well. And if I should call names, gonna too much. I don't want to leave out anyone because a lot of influence this music gave me to propel me for like the sound that I have and the determination and how I structure my music. I listen so many people, Michael Jackson, so many people I listen to. But for the reggae, Bob Marley was the one who like I listened when I was young growing up, you know. Yes, he was like my daddy, like kind of the music reggae god like kind of thing. And I used to listen a lot of that. My father used to listen more older stuff, and now I know them today, but that not what I was listening when I growing up. Just Bob Marley, Peter Touch, Jimmy Cliff, and the list goes on. So most of those are my great influence from that time. Cause in the 80s, the music was more kind of, more than now. It kind of changed now, all of it reggae and R&B and stuff like that. But in those times, the influence was so huge, from these artists. Man, I wish they were still here. You know what I mean?
Let's tell our viewers how they can get a hold of you, your social media, and where they can get your music.
I'm all over, like on Instagram, Tikaros official one, Tikaros and official one. I'm on the Spotify as well, Facebook, Tikaros Music. I'm on YouTube as well, and you can find me there. And maybe I think TikTok, not TikTok, something like Twitter as well, TikTok as well too. Yeah, Tikaros Music, and you're gonna find me as you go in YouTube, put in Tikaros, then you're gonna see everything pop up like that. Yeah.
Okay, let's give a short message to our viewers, something from your heart. Yeah.
To all the viewers, I hope you can enjoy. I hope you enjoy this interview and my music also. And anything you do in life, you gotta, you keep the focus up. Anything you do best and what you love, you just, combine everything and just like, okay, go for it and never give up on your dream, what you're doing, because I know a lot of people like, they have so many things doing and one specific one, what they really don't want to give up. So I just, my advice and say to all of you is just anything what you're doing in life or from your heart, you just keep on. One day you will reach your goal, definitely.
Thank you so much, Tikaros, for being on our show. Wow, that was such a great interview. Super impressed and super touched. And we will be sharing your music with our viewers. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much because there's a lot there and a lot of those music they're very inspirational and loving songs and just nice songs, clean songs the kids can listen to. Even in the church they can listen to it in the church as well, you know. So I just make music for everyone, for the little kids, for the whole, for the everyone, not specific people, so it's a blessing and I hope they will enjoy it and loving it and see you somewhere, someplace in the world, all the fans, all the viewers somewhere someday. We're gonna be meeting up. I'll be on a stage and we're gonna be sharing this conversation right here about this interview. Yeah.
Them a fight and a fight against one another. Them not help each other. That's why no people still in the gutter. And that's how it we go. Can't have good bread, much less gutter. We need proper living, we need better. And I don't care how you talk, it not get better. Judge and know. I pray every day when I wake up. I pray every day when I rise. I pray every day when I wake up. The sun keeps shining. I pray every day when I wake up. I pray every day when I rise. I pray every day when I wake up.
Thank you everyone for joining me on Vilma live in LA, and we will have more for you. Yes, so do remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and we shall see you with more Vilma live in LA. So from my heart to yours, we always give you a whole lot of things.